We have Joncea and Dell there. Can you see them right here? Let me just get you guys in. You guys can see where you are here too, a little framed up. Beautiful. All right. Hold on. Let me see how the sound is sounding because I think I can do better. Let me see. And this is Sampson Saves the World. Welcome to hear you guys talk. Podcast.
1, 2, 1, 2.
We have Joncea and Dell there. Can you see them right here? Let me just get you guys in.
I'm live on Facebook.
You guys can see where you are here too, a little framed up. Beautiful. Yes.
Turn it that way.
Hold on. I had to do that. We are live. Let me do this though. I'm gonna even go a little bit crazier with this shit balls right here, and I'm gonna plug us in some serious audio, guys.
Hi guys.
Hello. Can you guys hear us?
Hi Chandra.
Hey. Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
These
Yes.
people be singing, so I gotta think I like bring my voice out because they be. Whew, they got whole bands and stuff.
Ladies,
I don't know I could sing.
How are you guys doing? Sorry about that. We got a little slow start there, but we're here. Dell, you had a flat tire. Are you okay? First off, first off, are you okay?
I'm okay. Thank God I'm okay. Thank God I had the money to plug it.
Woo!
You know,
that's what I'm saying.
God, the plug place was like surprisingly like on my way to the gas station. I'm looking like,
won't he do it?
He will do it.
Won't he do it? Won't she do it? Is what I've been saying. Now, do you guys think God is a man or a woman? Just starting off.
I think it's a man because a woman.
Because a man wrote the Bible.
I would think it's a man because a woman wouldn't make my periods less and hurt as much. What you think? A woman wouldn't make labor. Men get to come every time.
Yeah, it's easy. I just came right now. Sorry, ladies. Me too. Sorry, me too.
That came.
That's not what that means. Oh,
that
came
so hard.
No, I mean, guys are. It's very easy. I mean, and that's maybe God kind of screwed all of us is because guys, boom, I can get off like that. I can turn off my mind if shit is really bad. If my kids are knocking on the door, I can shut that off. My wife, no. Like women need to be like, okay, what about the dry cleaning? I'm like. Let's think about that later.
He's a man, but all the facts that of like God, what he can do, points to him being a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because
but it's interesting.
The forgiving. But if you look at like the New Testament in the Bible, it's like if you do this, I'll strike you down. Like that's like vindictive, like the vindictive of. Like,
I don't think he's a man or a woman. I just think he's a spirit.
He's a spirit, ultimate being. But, like, we do think of him as the father, in Christianity. But
yeah, we do.
Well, and I think all forgiving, the patience, the birth, sacrificing of the son, that seems, that's very, like, womanly traits.
I mean, this is who people think God looks like. Where is it? He looks like this old white man right here.
Well, let me tell you something.
No, that's who America wants you to think he looks like. That's who America wants you to think Jesus looks like. But that is not the accurate picture.
But that's what I think the also problem is with, and we got off to a quick start of religion, which you didn't want to really talk about much. But I'm going to take it further that religion is really written by men because tell me what religion favors women. All right, like why is it in some religions like women have to be covered head to toe, but the man can wear an Adidas tracksuit?
You know what? Because that religion is based on their culture and their climate. So if you look at religion back in the day,
right? I see it, but why the women though? Why do the women have different rules?
But back in the day, and where they are,
it's my fault. We got here.
In the East Africa, North Africa, if you look at the climate period, everyone is covered up over there. The men are wearing these full.
I think it has something to do with a submissive thing too, because women are supposed to be submissive and women are supposed to be gentle and they're like the caretakers and your body's really supposed to be for your husband. If you ever notice me, I always have my head covered with a wig or weave, and my breasts are never popping out. It does. I mean, covered. This is the best way I can do it.
My personal opinion, which it could be totally wrong, is that way back in the day, some guy looked at another guy's wife, and that wasn't cool. He got jealous, and so we need to write into the rules that our women are covered.
Was his name Emmett Till? Because that shit ended up bad.
Well, there you go.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
No, but
I'm just saying.
I feel like it's very like male.
It's male driven,
and
white male driven, especially.
Why? Listen, disgusting men. Watch your eyes, okay?
Yes.
Don't require me to cover up. Just watch your eyes. But you know what? As I grow older as a woman, I cover up more anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
as she has a tank top on.
As I have all my
not that I saw it. Not that I was looking.
As a woman,
really
cover up.
This is the most you're gonna get from me.
Yeah, there you go, Joncea.
I have made a decision way back that I wasn't gonna let my fat just hang out everywhere.
I just saw a photo of Joncea with her boobs damn near all the way out. So please, guys, this is strictly acting
that was for the show, Kanisha versus Joncea. That is not nothing that I do often, and I covered myself immediately. I felt so uncomfortable in front of the whole staff with my boobies just hanging out, and I ended up winning. So
there you go. Well, hey, it's all about winning, Joncea. At the end of the day, right?
I'm like, ooh. These things make me win, boy.
I know. It's hard. I mean, I personally would not want to have a pair of breasts, but I got a pair of balls, so it's kind of the same thing, you know? Well, no, like, you got it on your chest, I got it in between my legs. Like, running, you know, try running with a pair of breasts between your legs.
But they're so
easy.
Little. Try running with these.
With a pair of A's. It would be a pair of A's, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, gosh.
My wife never feels bad for me, though. She's like, I got cut open 3 times Braveheart style to have 3 babies, you know?
Yeah. She's a beast.
Yeah.
She is.
I mean, women really are. I mean, that's the whole thing about it, is how, that's why I mean, religion, men got game over on women, because you guys really are the creators, and men were like, shh.
Men just get to bust a nut, man.
Yeah.
They just get to bust a nut every time, even if it's a weak nut. We don't come every time we have sex.
Oh, I would say most women
90% of the time we don't.
No, they don't. They fake it. But guys, what is the famous line that a guy will say about a girl?
I don't have sex.
Like I hit that.
I hit that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think women don't come.
And then women are like, yeah, he did not hit that.
Yeah. Well, women are like, you know. Well, it depends on how it ended. If we'll admit that he hit that, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
Hi Pam.
Hi Pam.
What was I going to say?
Pam
women
on?
Don't come every time because it's our coming is mental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very mental. We have to be
Men's
literally mentally released.
Right.
Before enter sex.
Right.
We can't get into sex and then release. We have to like come into sex already like
That's
released.
why I mean sex is so overrated to me. That's why I'm the type of person that you really it's like an oven. You really have to warm a woman up. You gotta preheat up.
Preheat, folks. Guys, preheat.
Don't just go ramming in. Like warm me up. And the preheating starts well before the bedroom. The preheating is
the phone.
In the morning.
The preheating is the phone.
Good morning, beautiful. Flowers at work. Send me a pizza. Don't bullshit me with no flowers.
What kind of pizza you want, Joncea?
Send a pizza to my job. Anything but meat. You know, send a pizza to my job.
Veggie pizza,
that'll let me know that you love me. You feel me? Don't send me no bullshit flowers to my job. If you're a man now.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think most guys, they just want to get in there and just pound it out and don't understand that, like you said, the oven needs to warm up, and then you got to work up to the poundage. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't start at poundage. You got to start at maybe. Don't
even pound it, please.
You know, maybe a little tap dancing. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
You know, Fred Astaire tap dancing, and then you can get to the mosh pitting. Yeah. You know, but you gotta wait.
Like I'm having sex. I'll let you know if I want to.
Joncea, you haven't had sex in what, 9 years? Is that what you said? Did you want to say that? Well, yeah, you tell that everybody on the Facebook.
I don't have sex.
9 years.
I don't have
really?
sex. I have one.
But hold on, let me. How many times have you started over like a born again sex? Like, is it 9 years or like is it like
9 years?
I maybe had one and a whole bunch
slip
of close.
A relapse.
Close. Yeah, but I may...
Wait, one slip up does not mean it's been 9 years.
No,
I know, that's what I'm saying. I may have to start over.
I'll erase that one off the calendar.
It was like a half a slip up.
When did you have to start over? Because that's how long it's been.
2017.
Oh, okay,
2007.
It was 2018. It was
Oh, so
it is 2018, so that's not 9 years ago.
So she just had sex last week.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
2018.
Okay. I want to though, but I
You
didn't.
do? Oh, maybe one of our viewers, literally one of our viewers, because I think we have one viewer.
Not on my page. We got 7.
Oh, you got 7? Ask them, how's the audio, guys? Are we coming through nice and clear?
Are we coming through clear, guys?
Are you getting comments on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's getting a lot of people.
Oh, good. That's good.
Comments.
You guys also, if you want to add topics to this, you want to ask these ladies, we can hit that too.
Let's talk about what we were talking about earlier.
Okay, we were talking about comic beefs. You're not like that? You're not feeling... What do you want to go to?
Were we talking about comic beefs?
We were talking about comic beefs and how Sampson mentioned how white comics, you don't see, like, you'll see a Cat Williams attack Tiffany Haddish and say something about, Kevin Hart or Leslie, and Leslie weighs in, but you don't see Will Ferrell going at, Seth Meyers,
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Right. And, and I was saying, I mean, of course it comes up, the white guys saying that, but I was just noticing that instead of all these guys and girls working together, because even like Leslie Jones got in on it, was like, well, fuck the both of you,
yeah,
and it's like,
she said they shouldn't be mentioning her name unless they eat her pussy. She had the funniest. When I say she had the funniest of them all, like you better She had the funniest response, and guess what? No one said shit to that.
And who knows if that was just for press? She's like, oh, I gotta get in on this or whatever. But I just think
no, they said her name. That's fine.
They called her out.
It wasn't
press. And guess what? They never said shit else. And she did mention that Kevin Hart said she wasn't going to make it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's, not fair, and I don't know, he might have been having a bad day, who knows?
It hurts when a comic or a colleague or someone, when you take a big step, because I remember, and I'm not going to name any names, but I remember 3 different comics saying, I wasn't funny, I wasn't going to make it, I shouldn't go to LA, I'll be back, I'm this and that. I mean, more people said it, but I just remember 3 people saying it to my face. Like, didn't even give me a chance to leave the state.
Right.
Yeah. And people telling you that you're not going to make it, you're not going to be good, and you're not going to this and that. And you use that in your self-conscious to keep you
That's the
going.
fuel.
Yeah.
That's the fuel,
That's
really.
the fuel.
I mean, the haters for me is, I was thinking about it the other day, that's the reason I do what I do, is because somebody will be like, I wasn't that, I wasn't laughing, or wasn't that good, or whatever, and that fuels you to be like, oh. I mean, I wrote an entire movie script after I met with this guy, and he basically told me I kind of wasn't shit. He's like, yeah, Tom Cruise sat on that couch you're sitting on there, Sam, and so, like, what are you doing? And I was like, man, so I started writing a script that night, and I kept saying, fuck his name, fuck you. And I wrote a whole script based on the anger of, like, really? Okay, I'm going to write
the thing about Sampson, what people don't know, and you can go on his page, guys.
Please go on
He's
my
a
page.
white guy that loves black
Jewish
people.
Guy.
Oh, whatever it is. He loves, because, Jewish, Spanish, and whatever. If you're not black, you're white to us.
That's right, yeah.
So, listen, I'm serious, though. He's a white guy that loves black people.
That's true.
And genuinely, the love, because he will push us forward. He helps us. He pulls us up. He fights for us. He's that person that we need way more of. He's not one of those ones that will turn the other cheek, or maybe one of the ones that will act like because it's not affecting him.
Well, I say people love the culture, but they don't love the people. You know what I mean? Like the entertainment
also
aspects.
Also, too, I want to comment on the negative comments that people have received, because I've been on the other side of that, where I have given I've been shitty to people too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a perfect person. And I just recently had to call one person to like apologize if they were carrying around any of the standoffishness that I had to them. Because you know what? As a person that's striving to get to the top, sometimes you be in your own bitter head. Your own jealousy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and ain't nobody perfect. And the thing is, you don't generally go home and be like, I hope Joncea don't make it when she gets to Los Angeles.
Sure.
You don't think that.
Right.
But what it is you might just be coming from getting rejected. You might be getting rejected at home. You might have
you might have came to LA and couldn't make it.
It might have. And the thing is, but you know that people come into this business and they get going and they have the same motive, and then you come around and you be like, what the fuck was I tripping for? Why would I put that? I wouldn't want anybody to put that on me. So you realize the error of your ways, and then you try to like make it right in your own personality, in your own spirit. So people don't mean those things permanently, but they do operate from that jealous, frustrated, when am I going to get my shot, please?
Yeah, we're all in a rat race, and I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. The game that we're in is it is literally people are living in their cars, living on the streets. And it's not, there's nothing sexy, I mean, about a comedian having to be homeless. You know what I mean? Because that's just the story that Hollywood loves to hear. Oh my God, you were living in your car.
Oh my God.
And now you're rich. Amazing. Not like you had a trust fund and now you're successful. Like, you know, nobody wants to hear that story.
Right.
It's like they want to hear, but like, why should you have to be homeless? And that's so real because so many people we've all known have had to struggle. And you're like,
but you don't have to be homeless. You can just have cancer. Either way, if you're not homeless, you can have cancer, and then you can blow up. That's
then you blow up. I know.
Hey,
honestly, you gotta be almost.
Comedians really are.
I mean, there was that one comic, Quincy. Quincy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. Do you think, and you know, if he hadn't had cancer at that time, was Ellen going to be putting him on?
No,
there was a sense of urgency.
And you know what?
And you know, God bless it, but
Quincy's the bomb.
We need to love.
Person.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
have got an HBO special with Ellen if he
didn't. If he didn't have content. But what I'm saying is, like, we should love our artists and comedians before they die. We have this thing where when they die, now we got to take you. Now we got to hang on your words.
And you know what? That's like, I love Ellen to death. Like, that is like a person that I feel like is so funny. But that's Ellen's fault. For looking for the story. Not Ellen. That's Ellen's team's fault.
I mean, it's everybody, man, and it's fine. He got a special, and he should.
But what about the regular, average person that's out here taking care of their family, that is making the bills and raising the kids and still doing comedy? Like those are success stories as well.
Or the people that left. The people that left their whole world. The people,
and a lot of people do that.
Our everything. I mean, it's moments where I'm sitting here really, Why the hell did I leave? I have moments, at least once a week, where I'm like hungry, or I'm sitting here and I'm like, why did I leave my amazing job,
life? You got
amazing life for this life that I don't even know if it's going to pop or not. One thing I realized that out here.
Sorry, everybody online is saying, "Don't kill yourself, Sam." I'm gonna kill myself. I'm just saying. I see how I look skinnier. I have an announcement to make. Shouldn't even say that. But that would be an interesting. That would be a terrible, terrible documentary and experiment. I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't put that out in the universe at all. But if I did that as a documentary, if I was like, guys, here's the truth,
we're gonna go undercover.
I would be everywhere. I would be everywhere. I would blow up. And here's what the thing. I would just be like, why did I have to die for you guys to finally think I'm great?
Yeah. When you've been great all along.
Right. And that's every comedian's story for the most part. You know, we all have that story.
What about this, guys? What about comedians out here? Let's just talk about out here.
Shout out to Joe Torre.
Helping, hi Joe. Helping each other. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about? Because let me explain. I realized maybe 2 or 3 years in that I got further along out here helping other people get along. Pushing other people forward. I realized that the universe is who does the blessings and not the people here in Los Angeles.
I feel, and you know what? Because, and this may be not popular, but I feel more of a connection to my comedy comrades out here. Mm-hmm. I move out here me and you always had a connection, even when I was in New York and you was in DC. Because that's the type of person that you are. Yeah. But I feel like when you move to this town, you're under this preconceived notion that it's going to be this shark world and everybody's going to be phony and you're not going to do the. But I feel like it's the exact opposite. I feel like I'm able to make real connections with people who mean you well out here. Something, I don't know if it's the sunshine or I don't know, but it feels like everybody knows the goal. You working with Tiffany, you be like, oh, I'm trying to, you know what, I'm going to see if she could come to our show. In New York, I feel like it was a very close-knit type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're trying to get on this show. Like, I'll walk into the Laugh Factory and they'll be like, oh, how do you get on this show? And somebody will be like, oh, you got to call so-and-so. You might need to hit her up on Facebook because she don't be answering that. I get the exact, like...
And they're like, I got to see your set live. And then it's like, when are you going to come watch me live? And it's like,
But I feel like you can advance quicker because there's only but so many places to see you live, so there's a chance that you will be in front of that booker, whereas I feel like when you're in other towns, if you don't have these 17 people vouching for you, you know, this same shitty club that you hang out at all the time, the booker is just like, oh, you know, like that open shoulder. Whereas out here, there's like, you know, I've sent my link to people out here, and I've gotten a show from the link.
It's opportunity here. Los Angeles, I will say this about Los Angeles. Los Angeles has plenty of opportunity. I would never move back to D.C., and it's not because I don't love everywhere I came from. I was born in Washington, moved to Clinton, a small town called Clinton, Maryland. It's not that I don't love there, but the opportunity for what I was created for. When I realized that I was created to create, and I said, you know what, the people who are bigger, they had to move to Los Angeles. I didn't know what I was getting into, but now that I am here and I've fought and I'm going and I'm looking at my idols and I'm eating with them and lunch with them, things like that, I realized that this is definitely the place you must come to for the opportunity. But when you come, you have to have an open mind and be ready to fight. It's not something that is given, and if it was, everyone would be doing it.
Right. And it doesn't take just a year. You know, I always tell people that all the time.
Doesn't happen overnight.
Even all my parents and everybody says, give it a year. And it's like, you don't give any career a year. Nobody goes to law school for a year, see if it works out, and then go through the
8 years to build my clientele.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I've been doing this shit I've been here for almost, I think, 16 years now, and I feel like I'm just... Like, last week, I just felt like who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and all I want to do...
20 years.
Right.
They do. See. Yeah. Everybody that makes it seems like, you know, they're coming up on that 20-year mark.
They've been in it.
You know? You gotta, like...
You gotta basically be able to get pimp smacked and backhanded and just fucked backwards every which way and keep getting up
going.
And climbing that mountain of
That's
mud.
what Chris Rock told me. Chris Rock literally told me... You gotta just keep going. He said, no matter what happens, you have to keep going. That's the only way you're gonna make it out here. He said, everybody that you've ever seen made it. They kept going no matter what happened to them.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there looking at him like, man, it can't get any worse.
Yeah.
And it did. It's like
And what I don't understand is why people don't throw a ladder down. And it's not like don't throw it down to people who are like, oh sweet, I'm gonna climb up now. You know, like people who are like, I'm fucking struggling, and you know if I could get this ladder up,
exactly,
I could make you money, and I could also fulfill what I want to do.
That's the type of person that I am. That's the type of thing that when I can, the best way I can, somehow, if I can, even if it's nothing, like people give me money all the time. If somebody gives me $100, please believe that $100 is going to get divided between 5 different people.
Right.
Of course, the person that gave me $100 doesn't know that.
Right.
But I am giving this one 20, this one 25, this one we're going to get something to eat, this one, because I understand the struggle.
Right.
And it's bigger than me.
Now, also, let me say this with the ladder, okay? Because, you know, I just be trying to, like, everybody throws the ladder to the person that's closest to them. So you just got to have that friend that way blows up to throw the ladder. Because if you think about, like, let's say, like, you know, I was even talking to, like, Laurel. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, Gerard Carmichael threw him the ladder, but he's making money off Rel. He's betting on, what's that Jay-Z lyric, bet on all my ballers are born to clock, or what, you know, I mean, like,
I don't even know that Jay-Z lyric, but
Hard Knock Life.
But the thing is, I wasn't even thinking about Gerard Carmichael. I was thinking about, but that's a perfect example.
But he pulls up.
I was thinking about Rel, like how we know him, but there's only so many ladders he could throw down. Like, so even though but he's definitely, I know for myself, he's thrown down a ladder to me when he definitely had the opportunity, like back in the day when I was trying to get in Jokes and Notes. So do I want to get on his show Rel now?
Sure.
Yeah, but it's just like, oh, here are these ladders I've thrown down to these 5 people, and then I've got ladders that I got to throw down to agents and their 5 people. Then I got my agent who needs a ladder thrown to this part. You know, it's like so many things that they have to do. So we just have to work hard in our own journey, and then we'll be able to be like, oh, Joncea, the closest person to me, here's the ladder. And then Joncea, because she threw the ladder to me to even get on laugh tracks.
Yeah,
that's how I even get on.
I think that's people's problem is they're too busy in their own lane that they don't invest in the person next to them. You know what I mean? Because invest in your friends and where their careers too. So that way, like you said, if Joncea gets on, you're sleeping on her couch. If she, vice versa, we're all going to sleep on Joncea's couch. But it's like,
and Joncea,
but that
camaraderie. You give me the opportunity, man. I'll have a We Are the World show. That motherfucker will have 1,000 people on it somehow. But I just want to say something about
Joncea employs 1,000 people.
I just want to say one quick thing about Real. Probably about maybe 20 real life, but because that's that particular type of show where we could though.
Sure.
But I want to say one thing about Real as far as different things. Real, when I was going through something one day, he inboxed me and he said something, and the thing about LA, what you always remember is how people treated you. Even though he couldn't drop a ladder or anything, he dropped a jewel.
Yes.
He dropped a jewel on me, and I will never forget it. I pray for him, and I've watched him, like, since Joncea, since before we even moved to LA.
Yeah.
And I've seen him grow, and, I'm watching him put my friends on his show, and, just different things. And I don't know how far this particular journey will go, but I'm so happy for him because he's one of the ones that, like you said, we were closer and we got to watch and rise. He's been in the game a long time, but to hear someone say something negative about him, I inboxed him the same way he inboxed me. I'm not sure if he's seen it or not, but I inboxed him in the same exact way he inboxed me, and I said, that you're on the right path and you're getting bigger. When someone that is big has something negative to say about you, keep going.
Yeah, that's true. Because he knows that because he's had plenty of people.
Absolutely. That's how you know you're on the right path. You got to keep going. First of all, your name is on billboards all around. Yeah. And the people that said things about you, their names are no longer on billboards.
Right.
So don't be upset, don't,
like you said, use them as fuel, but don't let it break you.
And I love the way that everyone responded to that mess, because like you said, it's just a shame that we do this to our people. We don't bring our people up like we should.
And the irony, the irony is like you said, if we don't, you said you don't bring your own people up, but then, like, I've gravitated towards the black community in comedy from Guy Torrey and Joe Torrey doing the Comedy Store because black comedy took me in, the community took me in. It took a while. I had to hang out for a while and prove, that I'm not just here, fucking around. And then when I was really there and people really knew who I was, it was like glue, you're taken in and I have those connections forever. Whereas in the white comedy community, I found a lot of times I'd be having a conversation with somebody more famous would come over and the conversation drops and they don't give a fuck about you. They're just star fucking,
I think that happens in every comedy community when people aren't connected. Right. When I talk to my white friends, like I go home back to New York and I'll talk to my white friends, they feel they have the same complaint. They be like, if I see another white guy on Comedy Central, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not so. But also too, I want to speak to the myth of. I want to speak to the myth of us not pulling each other up. That's not true. Mm-hmm. We put if you look at Real Show. Just Hilarious, DC or Fly, Wildcat was in town and he said he filming. You look at Gerard Carmichael, Tiffany, you look at Hollywood Husbands, and we do pull, but there's so many to pull that you just have to do like Chris Rock said, keep going, and then you'll eventually have your people to pull. Because I don't like us putting that myth out there that we don't do. When I work so much with
amazing black people.
And like I was saying, that's my whole reason that's my whole reason for gravitating towards black comedy is the community that has taken me in. and just the response. You know what I mean? It's just real and true, and like
also your set forces us to pull you in.
Sure.
You know, he has the black voice, guys. He has the black.
Sampson's kind of black on the inside. His white friends hate him.
It's not even like
when
black
he start doing that black power
God.
stuff.
I have the same Facebook friend who he always
Facebook.
He gets so mad anytime I say anything pro black or whatever. He has to comment and pretty much tell me to keep being fun. Stop being so serious. You know, when I just say like anything like pro black. So it's just,
One thing also too, you're right, because the Chappelle show, man, Dave Chappelle pulled
so many. Martin, Jamie Foxx, Steve Harvey. We
just gotta hang on until you can pull as many
It's not
people
even
as possible.
a black, white. We don't. It is a whoever's in that immediate circle you've been working with.
Right.
If I listen, if I get some shit right now, I want Sampson to be a part.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like,
remember
this is an all black thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like my immediate friend.
Yeah. You're right. It's not a black thing. It's just a. Are you within that? Are you performing in that community or
that? Can my hand reach out to you?
Yeah.
Let's pull you in. And
and then me, honestly, I would just pull people who were there for me. I can't even lie. I would go back.
Yeah.
Right.
And even pull people who I don't even like
knock
anymore
on some
that was
doors
there
and
for me.
knock on some like a sweepstakes winner, be like, we did it, bitch, we did it. I'm here.
I got so many comedies
You can
back
be a
home,
PA.
man.
You can be a PA on my set, man.
I can't wait to have a show where I can pull some people who nobody knows at all from back home and put them on it, like a sitcom and things like that. I just can't wait to get to that level.
Well,
to where I
think, unfortunately, ladies, we have to wrap it up because I have to go pick up my kids.
Damn!
The struggle is real.
Damn!
But use birth control. I have 3 children. It's no joke.
Yes.
Tell them real quick, though, about each of you guys shot your own specials and kind of produced it on your own. So just tell them real quick where you can check all you guys out.
I did. My special, I don't know what's going on through right now, but I shot an hour special.
Okay.
I ended up making it because I wanted to be like the first woman to do like their own like movie. So I ended up making my hour special into a 2-hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is, you've seen it.
It's really good.
It's amazing.
It's really good.
It was dope to be my first project. It ended up just being the biggest disaster ever. Lost a couple friends, whatever, but I have it. You can inbox me. I have it. I have to just send it to you right now because it was supposed to go on Amazon, but it had a little bit of things that I didn't know you couldn't do because it was my first production. It was fun. It was me 100%, and I don't really care if anybody gets to see it.
At least you shot a special.
Funny. I shot a special. I packed the room out. There was over 310 people there.
There you go.
We had a ball, and it was my first project. At least I know I can do it, and I'll do it again.
Yeah.
And I was on stage a whole hour,
and it was absolutely amazing. And you looked great.
There you go.
Thank you.
And her family was there, and it was just like, I'm talking about. It kept me the entire time.
That's great.
I just shot a half-hour special for Amazon, but I didn't produce it myself.
Okay.
Somebody approached me because they already have a deal with.
Whatever, Dylan. You're great anyway.
But I am going to be doing hosting an all-female stand-up comedy series.
I'm so excited about
just
that.
was arranging.
Wish I was a female.
No, but
I'm joking.
and that's what we're doing is all female, and we're going to have our featured
Female
man.
adjacent.
Female adjacent, but we're gonna have our featured man because you know how like all these shows have like all these men and one woman. We're gonna have like all women and one man.
Yeah,
so
I think that's great.
Yeah,
I used to love when I would get to host for Tiff on the road. Just being the host and bring out the ladies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's awesome. And
that's great.
Find me on Instagram, y'all. I am DEL Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
I am comedian Joncea. That's JONCEA on Instagram.
That's right. Yes, and
inbox me if you want to see my movie. I promise I can copy and paste it right to you.
That's right.
It's
all right.
serious.
Thank you, ladies. It was a pleasure having you. All right. Tune in this Thursday. Actually, got another podcast. We're at Esau McGraw and Steve Harris, who is Marlon Wayans' partner. We're gonna have some real power players in the room. That's what we do. We put on the biggest, the best. Thank you guys. That's Sampson Saves the World.
Sampson!
Sampson! Oh, that was amazing.
Thank you. You're amazing, guys.
You know what? That was like the only way to do a podcast.
I want to see how this
a half hour and like it's
Yeah, I like just doing it.
Hi, y'all. I'm coming with you, Dale. Somebody coming with you. Oh, Carl. I love him. I love Carl.
Hey, Carl. Big spit. Big spit.
Carl, yo.
God, big spit.
If I can mess with a white Dale, it would be with Carl.
A lot of black women say that, Carl. Okay?
You're not alone.
Carl, you won't be
not
alone.
Oh, we're off, guys.
I love this.
Oh, no.
Right, okay, I was like, hilarious.
He was like, Mr. Talking. No.
I love this.
So
Sampson Saves the World. I love that.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Let me see those sound. I gotta fucking...
It was good sound.
It's not bad. Yeah, I just gotta get this.
Arthur like, hi, what about me? Arthur like, me, what about me? Arthur, are you a big white guy? Because that's what we were talking
That's
about.
what? Arthur Brown. No, he looks black from the thumbnail.
No, he's black. He just was saying hi.
Oh my
I like to
God.
give Arthur any attention. He likes attention.
I gotta go to my old apartamento.
Joncea's about to go drive for Lyft a couple hours, and then I have... what do I have to do today? I have something I have to do.
I have to be well, I'm gonna go to the comedy center.
What's happening at the comedy store?
This woman show Tuesday at like 8 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll probably go to that too.
Yeah.
I don't know what I gotta do today. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I gotta switch all these cards over. Hey y'all, I'm about to go. Thanks for spending 30 minutes with me. I love y'all. Say bye. Oh my God, my whole stomach.
This is yours. Okay, cool. So you did that also.
Why you ain't telling me my whole stomach was like that? That's a smaller stomach. Ew. All right. Bye bye.